And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Hey, 41's the mic. Yeah. Hey, 41's mic. 41's mic. Guys,
on play action, Cousins. And that's caught by Smith. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Play fake, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Here comes Carter. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you, son.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Right there. 54, Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. He finds his man Johnson.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
3rd and 2, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. Faking the give. Now Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Eric Kendricks coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 21. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Watson going to give this one to Miller. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he finds Stills complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Hyde. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, 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 hey. Alert.
On 2nd and goal. Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ben Gideon coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins, flush to his right. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. J.J. Watt, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 30 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Cousins on 1st down. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it'll be 2nd down. And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this 1st quarter. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw is Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Cousins throw complete to Thielen. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Cousins.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And now he'll tuck it and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. They'll go with a draw. Watson hands to Miller. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 45 on 2nd down. Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Gideon, his 2nd sack of the night. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Going deep here for Still. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On the return, Carter.
Let's go. Do it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? He said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now a first down throw. Watson flushed out right. And he's going to keep it. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Well, they got the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential. And a big loss here as he's taken down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. Third down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back in pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 42-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check 20. Bring up 48.
Cousins to throw it. And complete right side to Cook. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
We gotta snap it. We gotta snap it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for it with Miller. Room here to run. The 20. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. To the catch made by Hopkins. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Check 41. You must be getting tired.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Mike, you ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Play fake. Cousins. Rolling to his right. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Again, it's Cook. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Everson Griffin able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They're going for it. It's Watson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. On first down, Miller. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on second and 13, Watson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. On second and 9, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Watson now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. One man in the backfield. That's Miller. Second and goal. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6 yard line. Shamar Stephen in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Watson going to throw on third and goal. And he's got it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So on fourth down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
That's it, baby. We don't work.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Third and short yardage. Cousins. That's caught by Treadwell. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. Cousins now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A good pickup there, 26 yards. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. Watson, it's complete to Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. 31 yards. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are able to regain the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Out of the gun, Watson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. That is incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. They will face a 2nd and 9 now following the penalty. Throwing is Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 9. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. David Morgan there to make the grab. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And the defense loses him. It's complete. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 81 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. A shotgun snap for Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Watson on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. On 1st down, it's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the edge.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys have now moved out in front. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now Cousins.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And got his man complete. 36 yards on the play.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Backfield all alone.
Under 10. 10.
Here's Cousins. Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
He wants the mic. Time to go, night-night.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. He's got Smith here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Cousins looking middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Watson. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people...
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New Orleans Saints and the New England Patriots. Just about set to roll now from snowy Chicago. And off we go from Soldier Field. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? Yellow lady. Watch the 5-9.
On first down, Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 36. Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Oh, now whistles. And unless he was drawn off, and I don't think he was, this is going to be a first down. A pretty large mental mistake right there to give him the first.
It's situational football, and you have to know you're down in distance. On that 4th down, any type of penalty would give him a first down, so you can't jump off sides. You can't encroach. You got to be careful.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ready?
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, 69 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards on the pickup.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Steps away to him, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jamie Collins. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now Breeze on third down. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. He'll look to set up his blockers. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over first and 10.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 11 now. Brady, a tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead is now 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Patriots take over.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Hey, they're scared.
They start the drive with White. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26. To throw is Brady. Flushed out right. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now Brady. Now he's forced out left. And this is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Mohamed Sanu, 51 yards. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. On 2nd down, Kamara. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Brady. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. He's got a man, complete. Now, they took a real chance there, throwing deep from their own end zone.
Yeah, just think about it this way. If you take that shot, which they just did, you're giving those pass rushers an extra chance to get you. Your escape hatch behind you is gone because the end line is there. Yet at the same time, they took the gamble, and boy, did it pay off.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Brady. He's airing it out for Sanu. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze forced out to his left. And Thomas has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Breeze again. That's caught. It's Thomas. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quick.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Kyle Van Noy in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard.
Let him know, let him know.
On 2nd and goal, Breeze flush to his right. Touchdown, Saints.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, it's White. 14 yards is the pickup there at a New England 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He's airing it out for Sanu. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. This is White on the screen. A gain of 39 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Brady now to throw. That's complete to White. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Brady to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
2nd and goal from the 1. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. Brady going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Here's Brady. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Patriots have retaken the lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Harris now to return. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following the 7-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Hey, Charlie, check Mike 54. Mike 54. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. Caught by Sanu. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he's gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Now a play fake. Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Interception, baby.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense. And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They'll wind up with 7 on the dump-off, but it'll set up third down. From the gun on third down, Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
The Saints take over first and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's got a first step. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First down, here's White. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They stay on the ground with White. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt, just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 there, and a New Orleans 1st down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Breeze able to find the veteran Ginn. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here. Breeze to throw again. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Brady gives this to White. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 39, Brady sliding out of the pocket. Slant route caught by Edelman. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman. His second touchdown of the night. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. From the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, and the New Orleans Saints put 6 up on the board. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that? And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's get it.
Breeze now to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Good. Ready.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 37 yards. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. Jared Cook, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
Check.
And someone a little too eager to block this extra point. Henceforth the flag. With that mistake, they only need 1 yard.
And that could make all the difference, right? When you're talking about goal line play, where inches count, move it up 1 entire yard, that can make all the difference for the guys trying to get the points.
And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Able to avoid him at the 40. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Being chased, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Marcus Davenport able to drop him for a loss of a couple. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady. Break it down, fellas. Break it down.
To throw is Breeze. And this is Cook with the grab. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. He's going to this is caught inside the 15. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. So now this to get them back to even heading into the break. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You can't just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. What can Brady do now with his drive? It's complete. James White. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of 2 there. Second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Throwing now is Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
Right here.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
Now White. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Brady now on 3rd and goal. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one,